Ni hao, and welcome back to Chengdu, China, where we're about to embark on day 2 of the second Masters event of 2026 to close out a busy weekend of 3x3 action from the capital of the Sichuan province. It is the quarterfinals, so we're down to 8 hopeful teams as we hone in on our second winner of this year and the $40,000 prize pot that comes with it. This afternoon's action will be hot and heavy, not unlike the weather, which is a bit warm and a little humid. Some overcast skies, some precipitation in recent days here in China, so the players will have to adjust accordingly, playing under the canopy here at Jiaozi Music Square. A light breeze as well, as you can see the flags waving. And we'll see how that affects the shooters on the rosters that step into the half-court arena today, where we see 2 undefeated teams remaining in the field. The names of those teams will not shock you. We'll get you up to speed on the franchises that are ready to compete here in a bit for what we can expect to be a day of excitement.
Yo, what's good? My name is Kyle Montgomery, aka the voice of 3x3. And if for some reason you still don't know the rules of 3x3, it is time to tap in. Class is officially in session. So on our half court, you've got 2 teams of 3 players with 1 additional substitute on the bench. Yo, what's up, sub? Can I check in? In 3x3, even the ball is different. This is the official Wilson right here. Trust me, it's groovy, baby. This game is pedal to the metal. 10-minute game clocks, just 12-second shot clocks, and a 1st to 21 scoring format for the win. If a team doesn't score 21 points, all they have to do is outscore their opponent within 10 minutes. And you know we keep it street. In this game, we score by 1s and 2s. Anything inside the arc is worth 1. Anything outside of the arc is worth 2. Still got it. And this game is all gas, no brakes. Literally, after the opening check ball, play is continuous. Make or miss, offense turns to defense just like that. This 10-minute sprint is just getting started. We'll see you at the top.
That is that, and this is this. Expectations are high. Crowds have poured into the venue, starting with the Women's Series event on Friday and a full slate of 10-minute sprints yesterday. It is sure to be filled up today as well as we close in on the quarterfinals here. Everybody has their eye on the prize, and all of the Elite 8 teams are hungry for a win, not just for some Sichuan hot pot or some delicious local dumplings. All right. Enough about food. Back to the World Tour. This 2026 season started in Utsunomiya, Japan last weekend with a dominant Liman taking the opener crown. A year of World Tours spanning the globe that sees us visit 16 different cities in 15 regular stops, culminating in a Rio de Janeiro final. You can see those stops here. Again, Liman the winners last week. We will see some new locations this year on the tour, like Zadar, Croatia, the next one on the slate. Malaga, Spain as well, coming up later on in the year. We will visit 3 different continents here in 2026. Chengdu is the 2nd stop on the tour for the 2nd straight year. So we're just getting started, y'all. Although we've been in Chengdu for a long time. 2017, the first event here. Piran, the winners of that. And these are your other winners. Liman, a couple of W's. Novi Sad, Oop, as well. Last year's winners. Ulaanbaatar's Hot Trends not here. So we will crown a new winner in this edition. Although some of the players on the teams that featured on that list you just saw, they are here. Nemanja Barac, Strahinja Stojicic, of course, for Oop, who are undefeated going into the knockout rounds. They'll face off with a tough Toronto. It's Antwerp. Hot shooting Belgians brought their pew-pews, and we'll hope for another hot shooting performance when they meet up with Ulaanbaatar. Both those teams come in at 1-on-1. We'll see, of course, Miami in a rematch with the Skyliners, and DeQing will face off at Liman. The Chinese squad will bring the #1 scorer into the tournament, into that matchup. Jianglang Zhang with a big 19-point outing on day 1 in the pool. We've lost a couple of the top scorers. No Carlos Lasmanes, no Vonnie Scott, but Miezes and Simeunovic will be here battling it out for a chance at that prize at the end of the road here. 7 10-minute sprints until we get there. Who am I? Look, it's time for introductions. Boz Rosendahl is the name written on my passport. You might know me as 3x3 the Mountain. I've been in your ear if you've been with us since Friday when we started off with the women's series for these festivities here in Chengdu. I'll be with you all day today as well as we're ready to embark on a quest for supremacy in Chengdu. The first quarterfinals on deck. Oob and Toronto. Here's your head-to-head. Oob come in a #1 seed, Toronto 7th. You can see the Oob offense has been clicking. Toronto, not so much. They come in with a 1-1 record. Can they take down the #1 team in the world is the question. These are the rosters. All familiar faces. Although if you've just tuned in, you might be shocked to see Thibaut Vervoort on Toronto, a new add to the team formerly known as Lugano. And again, can he bring must-see TV to the pitch here today? He'll need to if they want to take down the Supreme Serbs that are still the #1 ranked team on the globe. As mentioned, crowds have poured in. They've been supportive of the home teams all throughout the weekend, where we saw USA take the first women's series stop of the year yesterday. It is time to crown a winner for the men's today. Oob have their eyes on the prize after coming in 3rd at the opener in Utsunomiya last week. They looked good until they hit the semifinals, where they lost a tight one to Liman. They played physical. Their physicality was met. Their offense slowed down to a crawl. Not so much here, as they've gotten to the limit twice. A 21-12 defeat of Bordeaux. A little bit more difficulty beating DeQing. That was a 21-16 game. Filip Kaludenovic will come out first. He got bumped in the side yesterday. Looked like he sustained a muscle injury. He said he's probably good to go. He's out here, so I think he's ready to compete. Nemanja Barac has been a beast on the board. 2nd in rebounds in the event. He's joined by the Lemonator, the leading scorer for Oob throughout pool play. 8 points per, and of course, Doc Strange. It's not been his event just yet, but you know this guy can pop off. The world's #1, the mustachioed man. He is here, ready to go. And Oob allow only 14 points per game, and they face a team that hasn't scored quite so much. Toronto averages only 15 points per. They're 1-1 after going down to Liman and beating Tsukuba in a play-in game to get here. They bring Thibaut Vervoort, must-see TV. They also bring a Mexican, Carlos Zesati. He leads them in scoring. He's hit all his shots from inside the arc. Outside the arc, well, his whole team has struggled. As Toronto is 3 of 25 from range. Big Gill, the Bearded King, and Western Molteni round out the 4 fellas from Canada with the cool threads. I gotta say, I kind of want one of those. These uniforms are co-designed with the teams, so they've had a say in how they look, and I love these Toronto uniforms. They look beautiful. But Toronto, again, will have to try to improve their accuracy from range. It's not like Oob's been the most accurate team from out there. They are sub 20% on their 2-point shots. But Toronto, 12%, 3 of 25 only. And that will not do it if you want to take down the #1 team. They might have to lean a lot on Carlos Esadi, who had a 10-piece in that playing game against Suku Batibo for Vort. So far, 5.5 per, 2 of 15 from deep. As expected, Toronto has been pretty secure on their makes inside the arc. Doc Strange is at 2.5 per game. Hasn't hit a single 2-point shot. 0 for 9 for the Doctor. But he's had to come back from injury and help his team out. We've mentioned this a bunch. They're dealing with some injury issues. Marko Brankovic out with a hamstring injury. No sign of the legend Dejan Majstorovic yet on the roster. And Doc Strange, who hadn't touched the Wilson 3x3 ball since the finals in December, made his return to the squad last week at the opener where Wu came in third. He's looked spry at times. He's also not scored as much as we usually see from him. Let's see what they can do here in the quarterfinals as they get ready to take on Toronto. Here we go. Off to the races. Naranjic to Strange. Up to Naranjic. Oh, my goodness. That's how you start a game, but Naranjic couldn't squeeze it. Vort, no. The Bearded King finishes the plate. Toronto is one of the best rebounding teams in the field and are a good offensive rebounding team. So you'll see this a bunch. Naranjic on this take is fouled. That is in the act of shooting. So he'll be heading to the charity stripe. He's made all of his shots from there so far. 4 for 4 now from the free throw line. West, no. Who'll take over? Kaladirovic tries to kick it down to Naranjic, and Naranjic has been special in this tournament. It's one of those, you know, he can take over. Doesn't always need to. But as mentioned, 16 points throughout 2 games in pool play. Finished almost all of his shots, as does Dr. Strange.
Nice feathery soft touch.
A whistle on the floor. Actually, Thibault for Vort. Out of bounds on that possession, hit a foot on the baseline. So back to we go. Toronto, who's turned the ball over 7.5 times per in pool play, needs to be careful with the Wilson. In this case, they need to box out. Kaladirovic almost got to that. It is out of bounds. We're a minute in to the first quarterfinal of the day. Wes out there representing a new team. And Toronto have to deal with Naranjic on the block. I think they're one of the few teams that are equipped size-wise and strength-wise with Gill and Molteni to actually make life a little bit hard on the Lemonator.
Once again, winner will take home $40,000 US.
Strange can't get it to Kaladirovic, the new ad this year. Played his first event in Japan last week. And is looking to be a big part of this year. He's fit in quite well as the killer. Not just playing-wise, attitude-wise as well. Kaladirovic with Molteni in front of him is pressured into a travel, shoveled to pivot foot. So cough it up as well. They're one of the more secure teams in the field when it comes to taking care of the Wilson. But a couple of throwaways here from Oob, and Sisati wants to get a 2. Now Kaladirovic asking for a screen. He crosses up Sisati, leaves him in the dust with the 2 ball. Hits the front of the rim. Kaladirovic's crossover is just ridiculous. Filthy. He will take a seat now. Barac to Stojicic. Naranjic was open. Doc Strange crossing left to right, hanging with the scoop. It's the bottom of the backboard.
Toronto ball.
Oob again with a physical play. This time it's a foul. And that's something we've seen from Oob this year. They're already a very physical team to begin with. But they have upped the pressure on the ball this year in 2 events. They've tried to take people out of their action that way. King West can't get to the rebound. And Thibault continues his shooting woes. We know him to be a sharp shooter, but he has not connected on many. Now Thibault pressuring Strange. There's an offensive foul as Barac extended an arm. This is both teams trying to establish that physicality. I think they both like to play it that way and see if they can get an advantage. The wind has picked up here today in Chengdu. A lob to Zasadi, back to West.
Good defense.
Wilson is going everywhere, but in somebody's hands. It's West to pick it up. He kicks it for Ford. New shot clock. He asks for a screen, and then an offensive foul as Thibault hooked Kaluderovic's arm. You see here the hustle play on both sides. Naranjic almost has it, tries to pass it. It ends up in West's hands. It's all on the line here at the quarterfinals. Oob last year couldn't get past the quarterfinals in Chengdu after a 3rd place start at the opener. They start this year with a 3rd place at the opener and are looking for a better result in their 2nd event in 2026. The World Tour final winners, of course, of last year are Oob. Won 6 regular season Masters in 2025, the most dominant team in 3x3 last year. Doc Strange with the fakery. But the layup will not go. It's not been an offensive contest, that is for sure. Vort on the Enleo logo. Staring at Strange. He goes to the cup now. Naranjic. Enough on that contest, but a foul called. Vort try to sneak one by Naranjic with the scoop and gets hit in midair. They'll send the Belgian to the line. Thibault Vort. A long-standing member of this 3x3 family. He'll miss the free throw. Barac to the rack, lays it up over to King.
Barac cut sharper than a good barber.
For Vort, back to Zesati. From all the way out, the Enleo logo. Kaluderovic will try 2. That is off the mark. Barac saves it in bounds, but to the wrong team. They kick it to West. West on the drive. Vort has it, top of the key. Clean look, no good. There goes the offensive rebound.
With the tip, like some good advice. King West cleaning up the mess. 3-2. Doc Strange. Barac rebound.
Barac out. Kaluderovic now left wide open. 2nd attempt from the same spot. And he'll get it to go down. So Oob finding a little bit of offense here. 5-2 game. 3.5 minutes in. Thibault, midi pull-up. Now the doctor is open, kicks it down. Quick transition. Barac will finish. Oob are so surgical in finding an open player, finding those mismatches. Vort, 1 foot leaner. And another offensive rebound to West Molteni. King West is Zasadi. Low shot clock, puts up a heave, somehow gets that to go. And Barac to the rack. So the offense has opened up a bit. I don't mind it. Vavort hit on the arm. That'll be a foul. It's number 5 on Ub. Toronto have 5 as well, and we have just gotten to our first TV timeout. A 7-4 game. Nemanja Barac has put a lot of pressure on the rim, attacking the rack. It's all 4 players for Toronto who have 1 point so far. The 2 ball still hasn't come around. But this is what Nemanja Barac can provide for you outside of a large dose of muscles. Tasadi there with a pretty fadeaway. And same spot, pull up for Vavort. But again, Barac has been going to the rack, slashing past the defense. He comes in with a 6 points per game average, does Nemanja Barac.
Oh, got a piece.
And I just got a piece of that shot for Vavort.
Arm of the law. 7-4.
Kaludetovic to the rack this time. It's poked out and out of bounds.
Deflected.
Molteni will take a seat. Strange is on the bench for Ub.
Toronto ball. They trail by 3.
Back screen action gets Vavort open. Gill with the screen, rolls to the basket. Naranjic breaks it up. Now Barac is open under the basket again, and
Whistle.
offensive foul called. As Barac and Zasadi clash there. Barac trying to explain to referee Brigitte Chabai-Koshkatu that he was just being friendly. He didn't push. High post handoff now. Toronto. West was open, but Toronto a little bit scared to get that pass down as Naranjic has broken a bunch up. This works. The bearded king. Stojicic, quick to the rack. The Euro step around Big Gill.
Performing some wizardry.
Zasadi. He'll get it back under the basket. Some misdirection. And Toronto staying close with Ub. There's Barac slicing again. 6th foul Toronto. Both teams at the bonus with 4:37 on the clock. But look at Strange. He might not have that explosiveness that we're so used to from him, as he's still ramping up his physical shape. But he's crafty nonetheless. Kaludetovic, second 2-piece for Ub, who now have a 4-point lead. Vavort with the answer. That is left on the back of the rim. He gets it back. Vavort steps back. And nothing on the cut. Strange takes over. And that ends a foul. And we'll send the world #1 to the free throw line. Strange here. Pulled by the shoulder. Referees will talk it over. Question is whether that was a play on the ball. They'll let it go. 2 free throws for Strahinja Stojicic.
And that's team foul number 7. Toronto, so going to be 2 shots here for Strahinja Stojicic, a.k.a.
Stojicic with his first free throws of this Chengdu Masters. And Toronto right now looking for some answers, as that 2 ball is not coming around, and Ub is starting to pick up the scoring. A miss from Strange will give them 11 points. West, Gill looking to make a move on Kaludetovic. And a deflected pass will go out of bounds. It'll leave 0.4 seconds for Toronto to work with. They've not been able to get to their signature spots with Gill and Molteni in the paint. The shooting has also not quite come around, so they're at 6 points after 6 minutes. Vavort blocked.
Well timed.
He gets some medicine from the doctor. And will take over here. A 5-point lead again. They got to the limit twice in pool play. Not as sharp offensively this time around. It might be due to Toronto's size and style, as we've gotten to our second TV timeout. Kaludetovic has led all scorers with 4. He's got two balls to his name.
Nice mask.
13 points in the tournament for him. You can see the last scored points both went to Ulaanbaatar. Question for Toronto becomes, can they turn things around against the defense this physical and this sharp, as Ulaanbaatar's gotten a lot of deflections. They break that rhythm for Toronto, a team that is still trying to find rhythm, specifically with Thibaut Vervoort.
11-6, 3:55 remaining on the clock.
We'll get Vervoort a look here against Naranjic. One-legged fader.
And they're gonna say
and Vervoort's on the floor. He'll get a technical for flopping. That's something we've seen a lot of here in Chengdu. They're really paying attention to the shooter's movement when they come down, whether they get hit or not. In this case, Vervoort, according to referee Alex Talasainen, too much acting on that. So a free throw again for Strange, who misses. He's missed his last couple.
They also get possession.
We'll have her get possession here. Strange to the rack, kicks it. Barac, a bad pass, but he saves it. Barac with a cross. Now he loses to Wilson. He keeps it in bounds, throws it backwards. That is one of the most creative shot attempts I have seen in a while. Yet it leads to a turnover, and Toronto getting a much-needed stop. It is a 5-point game. Neither team has found their offense much. Sasadi, Gill will try one.
Gill off the mark. Naranjic with the board.
Naranjic, after leading Ulaanbaatar scoring through pool play, he's been quiet so far. Gets the ball poked out. Eliminator not happy with that possession.
4 seconds on the shot clock. Ball check up.
Naranjic's got 1 point to his name. Kaludinovic, 3 on the shot clock, doing his dance. The killer. Lefty lay. I think that injury is all right. Looking quite spry out there, does Filip Kaludinovic. Double cross, spy game. And then he'll get to the rack, lefty lay.
Check ball, Doc Strange.
Strange is on the floor. Took a spill. It's with Kaludinovic now. He'll get his own rebound, and he's hacked. So while Toronto dominated the glass early, it's been Ulaanbaatar that have gotten a couple of offensive rebounds in the last few possessions. It's the killer here. He gets hit, and now he gets a couple of free throws. Toronto at 9 fouls. Next defensive foul will get the Serbians 2 free throws as well as possession. That is the dreaded double bonus. Not there yet, but we got 3 minutes on the clock in this first quarterfinal from Jowsey Square.
First free throw, no good.
And Ulaanbaatar starting to create a little bit of separation here in the game. They're up by 6. Could go up by 7. Kaludinovic is leading away with 5 points. Make that 6.
Cash money. 13-6.
Vervoort wants a screen. Right past Dr. Strange.
Straight down the Silk Road to the hole with the finger
Springing
roll.
his step has Vervoort. Now it's up to the Eliminator.
Connected like Bluetooth. Alley-oop with the hoop. Oh, flushes it.
The Eliminator comes in and squeezes some juice. Hammer dunk for Nanad. And a warning for delay of game. Naranjic will take a seat. Vervoort falling backwards. Difficult shot for must-see TV.
14-9. Bounce pass.
Great pass by Kaludinovic.
With the slice. 15-9.
And Bick, that is cash like collection at church. Toronto down 4, trying to claw themselves back in the game.
Toronto now trailing by 4. 6 points away from the dub.
It's Vervoort first with a fall away too. And then they get the bearded king involved.
Check ball.
And those 2-2s are giving life to T-Dot. Although, man, Naranjic
With a back
is
scratcher.
coming in with a couple of booms. Vervoort absolutely not off the mark.
16-11.
They get it to the bearded king. Kick it. Vervoort. He drives. Hangs. Cannot hit. Twisting layup is off the mark. Zasadi will get it in the corner. He's not getting anything.
Naranjic with the board. Haladenovic kicks it.
So a couple of misses again, and then the doctor to the rack.
Some strange magic. 17-11.
Gill no good, and Oob restore order. Toronto surged for a little bit there. Now it's the doctor again. He is getting to his spots. The man is quicker than light. 18-11.
Bounce pass.
Now Toronto's just missing layups. Oh no. Kaludenovic, no one there. He will get a two-piece.
Hydration, water,
H2O for Oob, who have taken over in the last minute and have blown the doors off of Toronto. A 22-11 score with a minute to go.
Team Toronto.
And Kaludenovic has been a big part of it. He is the outside shooting for this Oob team. Dr. Strange is the one getting the layups. And Nanat is the one getting the dunks. Kaludenovic leading the way with 8 in the game. As you see the scores here, 4 for Gill and Vervoort for Toronto, who've just not mustered up enough offense outside of 1 minute where it looked like they might be getting back in the game.
Need a bucket here, final minute of the ball game.
Ooh, but score away from game. Vervoort kicks it. The king from outside. That trickles in.
Cha-ching. 2013.
Game point, ooh. Stoicic has not been stopped. Now he tries his hand at a 2, and the doctor delivers the final pill. 22-13 Oob as they go into the semifinals. They do not repeat last year's exit from the round of 8. And Strange finally finding his range. That also is something to keep an eye on. His first 2-point make of the contest. He'll end with 7 points here. Kaludenovic led the way with 8. And Toronto will have to go back to Jurassic Park to try to retool that offense that looked a little bit stagnant at times. All right. That is number 1 as we take a look at some legends in the stands there. Maxim Kovacevic. I know you saw him there with the glasses on. He's won here before with Liman. Anyway, that is ancient history. You enjoy the highlights as we will reload into our second quarter final action. Antwerp and Ulaanbaatar, a Belgium-Mongolian clash coming up.
战术，所有的角色、跑位、挡拆，全靠场上3名队员的及时沟通和团队的配合默契。好，那么再次邀请大家扫描屏幕上方的2维码，拍出你认为最有创意的照片，就能赢大奖。来，没有扫码的朋友们，抓紧时间扫码，然后去创造出你认为最有创意的照片。2026成都大师赛不只有热血赛场，不管你是专程来为篮球呐喊的球迷，还是顺51打卡荣城的游客，首寻大师赛的票根或购票记录，就能解锁锦城万达广场30多个商家的免费体验、餐饮折扣、零售满减、休闲特惠等福利。所以说，也邀请大家在我们的比赛之余，能够来到我们的锦城万达广场去解锁体验。谢谢。
Quarterfinal number 2 on deck from Chengdu. As we'll see, Antwerp and Ulaanbaatar hash it out on the half court. These teams come in ranked 6th and 8th respectively. Quite similar in statistics as far as points per game, total games won. Of course, they come in with a 1-1 record each, same shooting efficiency as well. But fully different styles for the Belgians and the Mongolians. They all have their similar, their own identities, their own style in 3x3. As you can look at the players present. A familiar name on Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy. For those of you that are tuning in for the first time, we'll get you up to date on that in just a sec. But Antwerp first. The Belgians headline Pool D despite a 1-1 record. It was a 3-way tie. Close in scores, but they had scored the most points. That is the tiebreaker. After a win over the Skyliners and a narrow 21-20 loss to Shanghai. They come in boasting some good shooting numbers. 11 twos made, most on the tournament, 33% from range. And Casper Augustijnen and Vic van Oosterwijk make it to the court first. And we're playing in the light blue uniforms. But offensively, it's been down to Jonas Voorts and Dennis Donker. Dennis doing his dance. He's averaging 8 points per game coming in. Jonas Voorts at 7.5 per. Both those guys responsible for all the 2-point makes for Antwerp. They've gotten them out of movement, and they have looked good here in Chengdu. Actually good to start the year. After finishing top 4 at the opener just last week and a challenger win the week before that. Tulgun Enkbad is back for Ulaanbaatar. After injuring himself last year, representing in physical Asia instead of on the half court, he is back onto the half court. Groot is the big winner for them. He got the game-winning flip shot under the basket on an offensive rebound against Miami. That game ended 21-20, and there's their shiny new ad. Olympic pedigree for Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy. Naris Miezes, the Tokyo 2020 Olympic gold medal winner. The Maze joins them for the 2026 season. So it's a horseman, Groot, the Maze, and a bull. Durgan Yamdabasamu comes in with 4-point per game average. But Miezes has been everything that Ulaanbaatar has needed. They are the best rebounding team in the field. He contributed there. They're one of the top scoring teams in the field still. 8.5 points per for Naris Miezes. The issue for the Mongolians has been the turnovers. Donkor hasn't turned it over much, and he comes in with averages similar to Miezes. 40% from range on the tournament for Dennis the Menace, and there's the Maze. He's knocking him down at 45%. Ridiculous effort from Naris, as he's also second in key assists on the tournament, or at least from the players that are left. 6 of them. Here's the comparison. Numbers quite similar. Miezes, a couple of more highlights. But he's looking spry, and he's looking very happy on this Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy team so far. Last year on the pro circuit for Chongming. And I'll be frank, that wasn't great. It was only good when he was on Latvia last year. But here he joins the men in green. And he's showing out so far.
That's right. Ready.
Ulaanbaatar, who finished just outside the race for the Monument Finals in 2025, 12th in the standings.
5, 4.
They'll take on Antwerp. And the Belgians will get possession first. It's Dennis that has it. Screening action for Forts. Donkor cutting back door, midi fade away, all the touch and more to start the game for Dennis. Ulaanbaatar takes a spill. Inkbot. I'm not sure if he saw the basket on that one. It was close. But it's Forts taking over. Donkor. Deep 2 ball. That is good. Right in the grill of Ulaanbaatar. Miezes will get his hand to give the 2 ball a try. And another rebound for the Belgians. They're up 3-0 here. We're not even a minute in. Dennis the Menace coming out ablaze. Right over top of an outstretched tree branch. Delay a game warning now extended Ulaanbaatar. Forts. He will try from range. And this Antwerp team, so far this year, if they've shot the ball well, they've won almost every single game they played. Very much a high variance approach with the amount of twos that they shoot. They try to supplement that with some post-ups for Forts and some lobs for Augustine. It's worked over the last few weeks in a trio of Asian tournaments. As mentioned, winners of the Shibuya Challenger, 4th at the opener, and they have their eyes set on a good result here in Chengdu as well. They'll have to go through Ulaanbaatar to get it. VVO, no one home. 4-0 Antwerp as Ulaanbaatar's offense has been non-existent here for the first minute and a half. VVO streaks to the cup. Miezes, oh no! Lost him like a bad hike. Play's not finished. A foul on Antwerp now. That's their second. Miezes gets it with a screen going away. Crosses back, puts up a 2. Cash. He'll get Ulaanbaatar their first score. Now Donkor is left wide open. Not sure what the miscommunication was there, but no defense on Donkor. He will miss the shot. Dougwood shovels his feet. But this is why Norris Miezes might be the best off-season addition. He can fill a lot of the things, a lot of the needs that Ulaanbaatar has. And there's not many players in 3x3 that can do that. Donkor with the hezzy leaves everyone in the dust. Now Ulaanbaatar is open. A delay of game warning extended to the Belgians, who try to break that play. Look at Donkor looking spry. Zoom. And Miezes is now cutting back door. Still has that blazing speed, does Nars Miezes. Forts separates. Nuh-uh. And that's out of bounds.
7分28秒的比赛时间。
Fresh 12 for the boys in green. Steiner takes over. Good deflection. They can't save it. Miezes from the corner. The man is unconscious in this tournament. He's shooting a 2 at above 50%. An offensive foul on Donkor as well. Nars Miezes, his first tournament in a Mongolian uniform. And it's been something. Groot hands it off to the Maze. Miezes. And that is not a great possession. A 5-5 game after Antwerp came out hot to start the action. It's Ulaanbaatar and MC Energy that have now picked up the momentum over the last few minutes. Forts back to Donkor. Donkor on the attack. Float game. That is pure. Touch softer than baby skin. And we'll see Dennis Donkor. Look at the touch. Off the fingertips, high floaty. Take that to a kiddie pool somewhere. And Dennis Donkor is on the free throw stripe when we return from this TV timeout. He leads the way for Antwerp with 5. Nars Miezes has all 5 points for Ulaanbaatar. They have not gotten anything out of the rest. A quiet game so far for Jonas Forts as well. Donkor, though, I'm sure, happy to carry the torch. Donkor, just like the rest of this roster, a part of Team Rifa last year, they changed back to being Belgians. Enkbot left alone. He will spray the place. Dugun Enkbot hadn't hit too many 2s so far, but he'll get one here. That's matter of fact, that is his first one of the tournament in his return to action. Enkbot separates here. No one coming up to meet him at the level of the screen. Uh-oh. Everybody got lost on that, including the Mongolians. Forts to VVO. Back to Joe Foe. Steiner. We've seen some creative attempts here. I've got to say, over the last few games, we've seen a couple of people try some ridiculous shots. They have not gone down. Gentlemen, this ain't a game of horse. Miezes over VVO. And Ulaanbaatar now have a lead after going down early in the game. Low go, Joe. H2O. Enkbot stuck, pressured. He gets it to Miezes. 2 on the shot clock from the Enlio logo. And Ford saves it to the wrong team. He's out of bounds now, and a foul on VVO. Donkor had them all slipping, and then Forts Miezes around the double screen. He will pop, but it's the Belgians that take over. VVO, and Obatar's on the floor. He's back up. Forts to VVO, who's left all alone. VVO! That's a way to punish that defense. We saw it last week at the opener. VVO left all alone on these possessions. He repays the trust from Jonas Voorts. Defenses have now chosen to sack off of VVO, and a May 2 will help. That will help Ulaanbaatar, an open layup. A lot of pressure from Ulaanbaatar on the ball here. Good defensive stance. Mies is out to the bull. He can shoot him too. Dilkernyam Davasambu, an improved shooter last year, shows off the range. This is a bully ball. Antwerp moving around. Have not gotten much from Donker over the last couple of possessions. Ford straight to the lane. And that foul is on the shot. It's been a decently disciplined game from Ulaanbaatar when it comes to the fouling department. A team that in the past we've seen be overly physical at times. This is only their 4th foul. And Fords puts it in. He will get it back for his team too. It's tapped out of bounds. Antwerp and Ulaanbaatar trying to talk to referee Donald Quinn here, stating that he had no control of the ball when Fords took it away from him. Both Donald Quinn and Vladimir Veskovic not budging. That's in the past. Let it go. And no shot clock awareness for the Belgian fellas. That results in a turnover. High post look now for the Bull. Gets it to Mies, guarded well by Forts, but Mies has got more speed. F1 to the paint. Doncor now. He's been guarded well over the last 3 minutes, has not been heard of, and the Bull finishes up the play. Ulaanbaatar take a lead. Doncor held up. That foul on the floor. Both teams getting closer to the bonus. 7 fouls. That was the Bull. This is the Maze. That's where you get lost, and Forts sure did. Ulaanbaatar playing under the watchful eye of both of their women's teams that represented here in the Women's Series stop that played out on Friday and Saturday. They're sitting courtside, of course, with Coach Steve Sir and the archer Anand Aryambold and Pandemonium Odonjigol Sok. Anand supposed to be a part of this team, this roster here in Chengdu, but hurt himself on the practice court. He slipped and sprained his MCL. So he is out here in a knee brace instead of on the court. Unsportsmanlike foul as Doncor had broken through to the basket and was pulled by his jersey. Not a smart play, so that will put Ulaanbaatar at 6 fouls and give Dennis Doncor a chance to get back into the scoring department. With a couple of free throws, he knocked down his single attempt in the pool. Gets his total to 7 points here. He has led the way for this Antwerp team. Dennis, under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter final. A date with Oob in his semis on the line. And he'll get his team ahead by 1.
那这54秒的比赛时间，两队要加油。率先拿到21分，就给
Double high post action now for the Mongolians. Of course, they get it to Miezes, who puts on the afterburners again. It is saved inbounds. There go Miezes again, falling away on the 2 ball. VVO somehow on the floor. It's a shot clock violation, however. There might not be many players in 3x3 that hit the floor more than Vic van Oosterwijk. He seems to be always on that end, Leo. Donker steps back. Cash. Another 2 for Donker, who is coming through huge with a 10-piece. Too good, no. Donker off the screen. And another one for Dennis Donker. He is making it rain like Fat Joe. Dennis Donker shall not be stopped. A huge performance from Dennis the Menace. 18-13 all of a sudden. This was a tied game 20 seconds ago. But Dennis has set this place ablaze. Miezes with the double cross will get his team back to a 4-point deficit. Forwards from deep. Back to Miezes. The Bull spins away with some nifty footwork. Forts, another miss. They go back to the Bull. Into VVO. Antwerp cannot foul Dugernyam as they're at 6. They get it to Augustine, who hasn't scored. He contributes. The Belgians 2 away from game. Miezes is stepping back. And Forts could end it. Heavily undershoots it. Nars. Ulaanbaatar came back from a 19-16 deficit against Miami to steal the game, and they try it again. 19-17 now, under 2 minutes to go. Forts looking for that 2 ball that could end it. Forts falling away, side of the rim. They get it back. Offensive rebound. Back to Jonas. Jonas to the rack. He'll get a score underneath. Never mind. That rolls off the rim. It is an out-of-bounds challenge. The Mongolians looking to do it again. They got Miami.
It is out-of-bounds challenge.
When they were down 19-16. Score was similar against Antwerp here. And they're trying to do it again. Miezes is leading the way with 8. Dennis Donker has been everything and more for Antwerp. He's got a 12-piece to his name.
Let's go, let's go.
This is the last play.
Let's go, let's go.
It's Forts and Miezes. I am absolutely unsure who touched that last. And I'll be frank with you, I'm even unsure what the call on the floor was. But I do believe Ulaanbaatar will get a possession here. Yes, they are lining up. So it was Forts who touched that last. And a shot here for the Mongolians to try to get it. Clock's working against them, but they've done it before.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Miezes looking for that score. Nothing underneath the basket. He kicks it, gets it back. Miezes from the Enleo logo. That is what they needed. That is what they needed. 19-19. Donkor from deep. No. Get it back to the maze. He has it. Miezis kicks it. Engba, no one there. Dogon Engba! Ulaanbaatar do it again. They shock Antwerp. That is Ocean's 11 thievery.
What a game, what a game.
Dogon Engba in his return with his second two-piece takes out the Belgians. A kill shot from the Horsemen. And Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy move into the top 4 and have a date with U. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Second time in this tournament, they fight and claw themselves back from a 19-16 deficit. And Antwerp, they had a look. Dennis couldn't get it. And his 12 points won't matter. Miezis had a 10-piece, but please enjoy the highlights. This was a good one. We turn things around. We'll get ready for the next one, which is Miami and Skyliners. And that one's slated to start in 9 minutes, so we have a short break. Don't go anywhere. The action has been ridiculous, ridiculous. And I'll say it again, ridiculous today. So please stay with us.
Everybody posting your photos on the fan wall. Once again, we are giving a prize to the best and most creative photos.
Yeah, that's right. 那么现在大屏幕上就是刚刚大家投稿的一些照片。那我们晚些时候呢会跟大家公布最有创意的照片，颁发给你奖品。那希望大家都要踊跃的投稿，我们一起来分享今天的喜悦。这位朋友说 ，Come on， yeah。 乳牙换新牙，热血为中华！哇！那稍后呢，将会在下午的4点30分，我们将会迎来来自中国德青队的比赛。那到时候我们一起为德青队加油！非常有爱，哇，确实是特别可爱的小朋友。但是不要在赛场睡着了啊！这么精彩的比赛，幸福的一家人。 好，那么刚刚看了这么多大家分享的照片，那么您看还有没有参与到我们这个自拍赢大奖环节的朋友？那邀请您拿出手机，扫描屏幕上方的2维码，晒出你认为最好看、最有创意的自拍，我们将会挑选出为你送上大奖。来吧，抓紧时间，再次邀请各位扫描屏幕上方的2维码，来一起拍起来，记录下美好的生活。
All right, I don't think we're going to recover from all of the action today because it just continues, and it's been super good. We see Miami and the Skyliners renew their rivalry. After a matchup last week at the opener in pool play that went the Skyliners' way, these are how they stack up. Miami's been a good offensive team, and they come in with a 1-1 record, splitting a pair of games in pool play. These are the faces you'll see out on the half court. A new ad for the Skyliners, as you could probably guess if you're just tuning in. We'll get you up to speed on his arrival. But first, we got to get reintroduced to Miami. They headline Pool B after splitting a pair of games against Ulaanbaatar and Shinagawa. They come in again, one of the highest scoring teams in the tournament, 20.5 points per. And they bring their new ad, Riley Batten, who is still finding his groove as a member of this Miami team. Big Cindy's back. He didn't play in the opener last week where Miami came in a disappointing 7th. He is subbed in for this one. And the real deal is with him. Second leading scorer on the team is Dylan Travis. There's your leading scorer, the Caruso, Henry Caruso, 8 points per game for him. But not his signature rebounding numbers, and that is the one, well, there's more concerns. But that is a big, big concern for Miami as they are under 10 rebounds per game. 9 to be precise. This is a team that was at almost 17 rebounds per contest in 2025. Anyway, there's the new ad for the Skyliners, who lost Leon Fatigue last week to that devastating injury. They bring Attila Demeter, a former member of SG Marina Bay. We've seen him on the Hungarian national team. And he's going to bolster their lines in absence of Leon, KB, Kevin Bryant, and of course Nicholas Kropp are here. But it's been a vintage Chef Kojic tournament. He's averaged 7.5 points per. He's hit 50% of his twos. The Skyliners, as a result, the most prolific shooting team in the field that is left. And they look to repeat what happened last week, is where they got to the finals of a World Tour, second at the opener.
From Estonia, joining him on the half court, we have official Vladimir Veskovic from Serbia.
Skyliners, with a pair of games yesterday, started the action with a loss to Antwerp, but closed out strong with a win over Shanghai. That's what's gotten him here. And Nicholas Kropp has continued his stellar season, rose to, I think, fame last week with almost 8 points per in that run to the finals at the opener. And Kropp and Caruso, they match up like this. 2-point percentage, very similar. Both 3 makes in pool play. Caruso, a couple more highlights and slightly better from inside the arc. Caruso not usually the one to lead this Miami team in scoring. Kropp has gotten used to leading his team in scoring over his first 2 pro circuit events of the year, as the Skyliners also won the Hang Chin Challenger to start our pro circuit a little under a month ago. And here we go. Screening action, Kojic and Kropp. Back to the Chef. They share. Kropp, no. KB keeps it in bounds. To Nicholas. Kojic fading away.
Off the back of the iron.
Miami work the ball around. Caruso gets it back. Travis took a lot of time to get there. 1 on the shot clock. Hahn pulls up. That is a no-go for Mitch. Krop with the patience, but Han pokes it away. So some stout defense to start both teams' campaign here. But good offense beats stout defense, apparently. Caruso with a splash ball. Kojic will try one. He's fouled. Two free throws coming up for the chef. It's Caruso who got everybody going with his scoring, though. Kojic, a winner here before in Chengdu with Liman. Looking to get back to the top of the Panda Hill. These are the Skyliners' first free throws in the event, by the way. They did not get fouled much, and they did not get to the line at all in 2 games in pool play. That was one of the concerns coming in. Could they keep the physicality high? But Kojic at least knocks down the first 2 here. Travis kicks it. Caruso, the other side of the court. He'll get the offensive rebound. It's poked out by Attila. Krop is now open. Lefty's stroke is broke. Batten is fouled. Kojic forced a foul against a much more physical Riley Batten. The new ad for Miami. Still finding his role on the team, with averages of 2 points per game yesterday. They have to change a lot of their offense around for him, but when we've seen him on the pro circuit in the past, he was a prolific scorer. Oh, no. Take that back to Hungary. The energy denies entry. Absolutely not. Kojic falling away over Han. No. And that is worked down to the block. And I think this is what Batten could bring this Miami team. A steady source of buckets if he gets position in the paint. Now he has to stay with Kojic. That is a tall task. Offensive rebound. Now Attila on the drive. Demeter down to KB, but chemistry just a little bit off. It is to be expected. Demeter added this week. Probably hasn't had many practices with the team. Batten gets it batted out of bounds. Four and a half left on the shot clock. Travis fading away from the mid-range. Difficult shot. Skyliners have been good on defense so far, at least in the contest. It's forced Miami into some contested looks. They are the ones ahead, though. Demeter, pick and roll action, gets it to Krop. Krop, back to Kojic. Kojic pulls up from the spot. That is pure money. The chef is cooking again. Travis, no one home.
And Travis, the real deal, scoop with the hoop.
The real deal gets his team a 1-point lead. Kojic tries it from the same spot. A difficult look, though, as Han brings enough size to contest.
Krop screens the rebound, handling.
Now Krop will try his hand at one. That is good.
With a shot from deep 6'5".
Skyliners going back to what we know they can do. A 40% two-point shooting team in the pool play. And they'll go right back to the land of plenty.
Hope he's all right.
Kojic is on the floor. I think he's hitting the sternum. He's up on his feet. Ask the referees to give him a breather. Still grimacing is the chef. As we look at Kropp's two-piece, Skyliners are in the lead here, 6-5. Kojic has led the way. He stays out there.
Back to game action. Check right.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Kojic. And that is the harder part of the Skyliners game. They are a very, very good screening team, specifically when Kevin Bryant is setting the screens. Now, you see that QR code in the right bottom of your screen. Make sure to scan it and get in the game with us from your couch to the half court. You can play games, you win some prizes, and maybe, well, Kropp almost made Hahn look silly. Hahn responds.
The Hancho hits a deuce. 7-6.
Kojic almost lost it. Can't shake Hahn. He fades on the shot. A difficult possession for the Skyliners as Miami is now back in the lead. The head honcho knocks in his first two-piece of the game.
Handoff.
He'll try one from the mid-range this time. That one is good as well. So Mitch is getting involved.
Bucket. 8-6.
Attila.
Travis, the real deal.
Travis blocked by Kropp. A foul called on the floor.
Whistle from the official.
That'll be on the Skyliners. That's number 2 on the Germans. And a reset then for Miami.
Check ball, fresh 12.
Caruso.
Back up top.
They get it to Riley. And batting chairs again. Caruso rises up.
Elevates. Two-point jumper.
Two-point jumper is way short. We've seen him hit the first one, but the next couple have been quite off the mark.
Kropp with the elbow. Chef Kojic.
Kojic from way downtown can't get it. A jump ball situation. Did Travis have control of the Wilson there is the question. I believe he did not.
Defense. All right,
so Miami will get the possession, but it's challenged by Stefan Kojic, who's saying that Travis had possession here. Now again, that matters because the defensive team, the team without possession, will get the ball here. So
4 types of calls you can challenge in FIBA 3x3. You get the ball clearing challenge, the out of bounds challenge, the field goal challenge, whether it's a 1 or a 2.
Referee Veskovic will take a look at this.
So if
I'm not sure if this is a ball clearing challenge.
They're right. They challenge another play, or if they lose it,
maybe the ruling falls under that.
Challenge can also serve as a pseudo timeout.
Maybe it's another thing they're challenging here. I am confused.
And the challenge is a loss, so the verdict will remain. And they lose their right to challenge.
So no more challenges for the Skyliners the rest of the way. 5:23 to go in our third quarterfinal action from Chengdu. Hahn looking to operate on Kojic. Crossing left to right, takes it to the rack. Kojic holds up defensively. Nicholas hangs, and that is off the mark. Kropp gets it back. A missed layup. Now with the misdirection, he'll try the same spot. Different result this time. Lefty layup for Nicholas Kropp. He will foul and stop the clock. 3 fouls apiece. But Nicholas Kropp, with that added confidence that he's come in with this season, has been a scoring menace on the pro circuit. He's got 2 in the game. Travis will be fouled. That is not a good foul.
Charity stripe.
It'll be 2 free throws for the real deal.
On Skyliners, they have 14 fouls, only 2 to give.
Travis again coming in with a 5.5 points per average. He's had to do some of the lifting on the scoring department. But he's done it from the free throw stripe mainly. Knocked down all 5 of his attempts yesterday.
Second free throw.
7 for 7 after those 2.
That's right.
A 3-point lead
10-7.
for the boys in the Vice colors. There is Krop, and Hahn sends it packing.
Here. Who called a SWAT team?
Big Cinny with the elevation and throws it out of bounds. 2 on the shot clock. Krop, lefty, no. Off the mark.
Caruso with the ball.
Batten has position in the paint. He goes straight at Demeter.
On the block.
That is what you want to see from your big fella. Riley Batten using his physicality underneath the basket for the bump and the bucket. Krop gets it wiped. Kojic against Batten, pulls up, deep shot. Has not been able to repeat his brilliance from yesterday from range. Miami's team is long and rangy, so that makes it more difficult. And they have rebounded better. Or at least Caruso has.
The Caruso with a big board.
Henry with a big board. And he'll be on the stripe when we come back from the TV timeout. 11-7 is the score. We got 3:57 left to see who can make it into the top 4. The Skyliners were there last week at the opener. Miami was not.
Oh, professional. I like you got the headphones and everything.
It's their leading scorer for Miami, who's now setting up shop at the free throw line. Henry Caruso in this game, good for 2 points. He has 10 on the tournament. Make that 11.
12-7.
The screening game for the Skyliners hasn't quite worked what we normally see from them. They usually supplement their 2-point looks with a steady stream of ones. That has not been the case against this Miami team, who have pressured them out of a lot of their looks, using their length. That has worked. Krop gets his totals up to 4, but an answer from Hahn right away.
Gingerbread Man says, catching if you can. 13-8.
Kojic broke. Travis saves it in bounds, a hustle play. It's Hahn from the corner. Big City can't get it. Kojic, and it was KB who was being held up. It's a foul on Miami.
Some hustle plays on both sides.
I think every time Kevin Bryant and Dylan Travis meet each other on the court, this might be the result. Fresh 12 here, Kojic.
13-8.
Still looking for that 2-point stroke. Krop continues with his 5th point. So there's that 1-point game. It is starting to work a little bit. On to Batten.
And I got a piece of the hand as Batten went up.
Batten is fouled. Batten a
team foul number 6 on Skyliners. Only got
big body. Look at this.
No more to give. Miami got 2 to give.
Skyliners had 6 fouls. Riley Batten, a piece of Team USA for the Champions Cup this year. A newly formed roster with the Pierce brothers, as well as James Parrott. And they won the gold at that event. Krop guarded well by Batten. Clears out space, is held up by the backboard.
Back to the basket.
Batten. It's taken out, but Batten with the patience. Smart play by Batten, who's come alive here in this game. Good plays from the big fella. It takes a little bit of time to get into chemistry with this squad, but it's working in this one. 4 points for Batten. Kojic is getting warned for behavior here. He's upset with something. A timeout called by the Skyliners, who are facing a large deficit here. Their offense has not clicked. Specifically, the two ball has not come around for the best two-point shooting team in the competition. Meanwhile, Miami's gotten their usual diet of backdoor cuts and hustle plays from Dylan Travis. That was quite the dive. Dare I say, Rodman-esque.
Check ball, Skyliners coming by 5.
Check ball, Skyliners. And Krop to Kojic. Kojic pulls up. That is what they needed most. A two-piece in their diet. To get back within 3, Travis and Batten 2-on-1. Travis pulls up. The real deal. Coming through. Big for his squad again. Kojic, that almost went down.
Contact from beyond the arc.
Stefan Kojic has got 6 and 2 two-pieces, 2 free throws as well. He'll get 2 more.
2 shots, he can make it a 1 possession.
Him and Krop have been all the offense for the Skyliners. No one else has scored. Nothing from Demeter in this one yet. Nothing from Bryant in this one yet. Kojic. 7 points after that free throw could make it 8.
Second free throw.
And the Skyliners are back within 2 points.
Travis off the
Travis with the floaty. That is off the mark. Kojic takes over. The Skyliners, you know where this is going. They want to get it back to Kojic. Screening game, Stefan Kojic gets bumped. He almost makes the shot. That is the 6th on Miami.
Nice change of pace there to throw off the defender.
Mitch comes through here with the contest. Hits Kojic in the shoulder. Shot doesn't go. 1 free throw coming up.
1 shot here.
Kojic, who's been around the game for so long. Almost a 10-year veteran in 3x3, and he
1 point differential,
will get his team back within 1. The Skyliners storming back in this one. A 5-zip run.
Off the cross.
Caruso against Krop. No. Poked out. Krop has it on the outside. Back to Kojic. Straight past Hahn. The acceleration and the finger roll at the crib. We're tied at 15.
15-15. We tied.
Caruso straight through the defense, but forgets to make.
Krop lets it
Necklace Krop.
Like a sty.
Oh my.
17.
Now the Skyliners are up by 2. As Krop is getting involved on the offensive end. Dylan Travis pressured out of a good look. Not a great possession for Miami there. We got a minute on the clock. Kojic. Down to the block, Krop leaps into another layup. And KB gets another possession for his team. The Skyliners have all the momentum now. They want to get back into the top 4. Bryant, no. He dives on it. 3 people grabbing at the Wilson. That is going to be a jump ball. I believe KB touched it last, so I think we'll see Miami with a possession here. Krop and Kojic sharing the rock with Kevin Bryant. He dives on it here. That's where he gets possession, I believe. And then Travis comes in. Smart play by Dylan, by the way. He could have picked up the ball, and he let Bryant get a hand on it first. Miami a possession because of it. The real deal. Miami need a score here. Hahn just off the mark. 30 ticks to go in another tight one.
Koya directing traffic.
And a bad pass by Chef Koya. Caruso from the corner. That is pure. We're back within a point. 16 seconds on the clock. The Skyliners screening game with Koya who pulls up. That is no good. Bryant saves it. No, he does not.
Save it, but he stepped on the line. Here we go.
KB stepped on the line.
7.7 seconds.
A couple of bad possessions for the Skyliners, and right back is Miami. They got 7.7 seconds to get this one. They got a game stolen from them by some Mongolians yesterday. They are up to try to do the same to some German guys here.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ow! All right, back to
8.5 is what the clock says.
8.5
Miami need a score. 2 would win it, or at least would probably win it. Caruso going straight at Koya. It's nothing there. 2 on the clock. Caruso, no good. And the Skyliners hang on after coming from 6 down. They finished the game on a 9-2 run.
Give it up, y'all, for Team Miami.
Man.
Of course, let's hear it for the winners.
The Germans back into the top 4 for the second straight week. They go to the semifinals behind an 18-17 win over Miami. All 18 points came from the hands of Kojic and Krop. Stefan with a 10-piece, but Miami, man, they are going to have to retool or try something else because they were good for the first couple of minutes, and then down the stretch just couldn't get a score, couldn't get a stop, and they get stranded in the quarterfinals for the second straight week on the World Tour. Enjoy the show, enjoy the highlights. One more quarterfinal coming at you in 7 minutes. Liman and DeQing. Stick and stay for that one.
我们的照片墙上又多了几个新鲜的照片啊，新鲜出炉。球星的小时候，确实应该是明日之星。哇，小朋友比的3×3的手势，对不对？哇，太可爱了！加油啊！好的，我们一起加油，非常的可爱。 好，再次邀请大家扫码自拍赢大奖。扫码参与问卷调查。那么刚刚大家也看了这么多场精彩的比赛，我们也非常愿意倾听大家的建议。如果你有什么好的想法，可以扫码参与到我们的问卷调查，就有机会赢取签名球衣、Wilson 官方比赛邮球以及 FIBA Korean Free 的精美礼袋。那如果你获奖了，我们将会把奖品直接寄到你的家中。 好，
Coming up next, quarterfinal game 4. And we got
Man, I had to catch my breath. All the quarterfinals have been super close. At least the last 2 have. We got one more. Liman and DeQing, the 3rd seed, meeting up with the 9th seed. Liman, one of 2 undefeated teams through pool play. They bring a roster that is tweaked after last week's opener win. He was there, though. George Simeonovic, the semi-truck, was at the opener for that win, and he comes in one of the leading scorers on the tournament with an average of 9 points per game. He has been spectacular. He's joined by the Home Depot. And the second new ad for Liman this year, Stefan Milivojevic, hasn't needed to score much, but he's been distributing the rock. And there's Andrea, the DRE, for the 2nd straight week active for Liman. And they look to go back-to-back. They come in with an unblemished record on the 2026 World Tour, 7-0 so far, behind just clamped down defense. 12.5 points per game is what they give up over the year. They face off with a newly built DeQing. We've mentioned it a couple of times. 4 fellas from 4 different teams. Lodges played on Riga last year, 1 event. Mostly active for Kandavatu Riba in the past.
And number 3,
And the Latvian national team, of course. A 1-time Olympian is Francis Lodges, Hanyu Guo. And Guim Exposito Guo featured for Shanghai last year. Exposito for Barcelona. And Dian Lang Zhang for Xiangming, and he is the leading scorer in the tournament. So the matchup between him and Simeonovic is going to be interesting. DeQing split a pair of games yesterday. First they went down to Ub, and then against Bordeaux it went to overtime. They called on Dian Lang, and he delivered with a 2-point kill shot to get him here into the quarterfinals. A narrow win, one of his 2 twos made on the tournament. He backs that with 5.5 rebounds per. There is the Gladiator. 3.5 points per game in his debut for Liman. Has finished well around the basket. The 2-point shot, 1 of 4. Did we mention John Lang Zhang is averaging 9.5 points per game yet? If not, there you go. 19 points in 2 pool games for John Lang Zhang. He has been ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Look at the averages, too. Both guys very secure inside that arc. A couple of more 2s, or 1 more 2 made for John Long. Maybe the loudest 2 of the tournament. The home crowd is definitely getting behind DeQing. We know that. As DeQing is growing into their own, as is Liman. Although I'm a little scared if they're still growing. They have started out this season on a heater. 2nd in one of their first challenger events of the year. Actually in the first challenger event. First at the opener, and now unbeaten going into the quarterfinals here at the 2nd World Tour Masters of the Year in Chengdu. They look like one of the best teams in 3x3 basketball right now. And they're going to try to take down DeQing and the home crowd. Simeonovic and Milucinovic on the screen. They get it to Milivojevic. Good play to start the game. Milivojevic showing confidence on that shot. I've seen him be a good shooter in the past, but he regressed to sub 20% from range last year. If he can find that stroke again, Stefan Milivojevic becomes a ridiculous ad for this Liman team. With his ability to put pressure on the basket and distribute to Wilson, add to that a shot. That is going to make it very hard for teams to stick with the boys in blue. Milivojevic again. Shares it with Depot this time. Popovic finishes. Quick start for Liman. 3-zip after 30 seconds. Whoa, to Lodges. And they foul the boot. Guo threads the needle to a cut in Francis Latzes, who will go to the stripe for two the old-fashioned way. Francis Latzes, again, a member of that Olympic squad for Latvia. Also a member of the Europe Cup team that we saw in Denmark last year. Got a silver medal at that event. The 27-year-old, he will knock the freebie down. Milutinovic from the corner cannot add to the two-point spree. Simeonovic also can't add. Simeonovic shot it very well from range yesterday. 50% from the land of plenty. 4 of 8 attempts went down. He will now sit down after fouling Guim Exposito. Liman separated late in their both pool games yesterday. That is their signature style. They grit and grind you down. Exposito. But DeQing, to me, proved in yesterday's 2 games that they can play a similar physical style. I'm not sure if they're going to hold up for the full 10 minutes. But they can stick with that physicality for a while with everybody on the squad adding something to that. Guo doesn't add a point. Simeonovic left all by his lonesome after that kick down pass. Good screening action for Liman with that patience yet again. And you know what? DeQing returned the favor. Milutinovic has had a quiet tournament so far, Andrea has. The MVP of the opener last weekend comes in with averages of 3.5 points per, as we see John Long finish up the play. Latzes. A 2-point stroke for Latzes has been rough. 0 for 8, 0 for 9 after that one. Deep poke. A sneaky layup from Popovic, who roars. Beats the contest from Latzes with a scoop and is hit on that contest. He'll take his talents to the free throw stripe. Dusan Popovic, one of the better role players in the game at 3x3, does a lot of things right. Will get your team a lot of extra possessions. A good screener. And he finishes his second free throw of the tournament. Latzes absolutely not. Wanted a foul, but that went sailing out of bounds. Not a great shot by Latzes. He's saying he got pushed. He wanted a foul. Milivojevic. That looked like it was going to be a dunk. A hard layup for the Gladiator. Inverse pick and roll leads to a Guim Exposito pop. Zhang in the paint, held up by Popovic. Pushing foul on Liman. They have racked up a ton of fouls here in the first 2.5 minutes. That is not uncommon for the Serbian squad, but they have 5 already. DeQing have been careful, or at least more careful with their physicality. They're at 1. DeQing has not gotten Zhang involved just yet. They're looking to get him a mismatch here with the Gladiator. That is a very strong human being you're going up against. I don't know if Stefan Milivojevic is a mismatch in the paint per se. The man's all muscle. Milivojevic, flex on him. The Gladiator gets it back, gets Zhang in the air. and muscles one up. He'll be at the stripe. So Milivojevic showing some more offense in this one, leading away with 4 for Liman. Could add to it, and they hold a sizable lead already. Milivojevic misses but gets his own rebound. Simejunovic to the crib. Him and Milutinovic link up like two old friends. 9-3. Guo held up by Simejunovic. But DeQing's offense has struggled here early. Backdoor cuts have not worked. The leading scorer in the tournament, Zhang, only has 1 point. Their post-ups have not resulted in much. And Liman already up by 6 here. Going into the first TV timeout. Usually you see them separate from teams late. But no answer on that screen for DeQing. Cuts to the baskets have worked. And Milivojevic has been spectacular so far in this one, although it's been a team effort. The only one not to score is the DRE. He's been distributed. Milivojevic almost dives into the crowd. No fear for the Gladiator, as it's been his arena so far. We saw yesterday, his addition doesn't take much away. I even pose it adds to the physicality of this Liman team. Lash is the lone bright spot for DeQing so far. He's got a couple of scores already. Simejunovic is automatic. The semi-truck through the lane again. Whoa. Stroke is broke for Hanyu Guo. Now it's Milivojevic again. No screen and roll. It's being screen and go this time. And Milivojevic right through the chest of Lashes. Guo with the speed. Will get DeQing a point. Patience on Liman again. They get it to Home Depot. Playing keep away from Zhang. Liman has yet to be stopped on offense. They're getting whatever they want at this point. Any screen results in a layup. Zhang stuck on the baseline against Simejunovic. Simejunovic now puts him in a blender under the basket. So the matchup between the number 1 and number 2 scorer on the chart is heavily going one way. George with the good defense, and good defense turns to offense just like that. Simejunovic finishes in the paint for his 4th point. Liman up large, 13-5. This is starting to be a blowout. Latches. The crowd is trying to get DeQing some help. But if they're not careful, they're going to need some milk. Milutinovic ended his shot clock. And boxed out well. He will end up in the crowd.
Be safe, be safe.
Guim extends a helping hand, getting him back on the court. Guim and Exposito have linked up on a couple of these plays already. They have looked like a decent pairing on a team that is still finding its chemistry and its groove, a newly put together squad in DeQing. Or now it seems like running into a little bit too much from the hottest team in 3x3, Liman. Whoa. Simejunovic with Milivojevic again. George gets the board. He will try to find some space in the paint to work with. This time Latches holds up. So a stop for DeQing could mean something. Then Guo, that man's faster than supersonic. And now Guim with a deflection ends up a steal. Some life for DeQing. DeQing spin cycle. Oh, here we go. DeQing looking to get back into it. Simeonovic hit a couple of times. Second time around, he'll get hit with a foul, or at least he'll get a foul. Him and Exposito having some words. Exposito not liking the head motion he saw. He said that's a flopping. Poked the ball away from Simeonovic. So the Spaniard with some words for both the officiating and George. But play continues here. Third foul on DeQing only. Popovic to Simeonovic. He will pull from the Enlio logo. Stifled at the rim. Zhang is open. He'll get it. Doesn't want to go against Simeonovic. Shares it. Exposito. Zhang now with a good mismatch. Liman cannot foul anymore, as they're at the bonus. So DeQing finding life here. They're finding a way to fight back. Milutinovic to Popovic. You can always depend on Home Depot. Maybe not in this matchup against Zhang, however. Yan Long drops it in like Fortnite. Some fatigue showing for both teams. A foul now on DeQing. But they have closed the gap here. DeQing were down 13-5. They come through with a 5-1 run to get back in the saddle. It is a 2-possession game with 3:27 on the clock. Laches leads the way for DeQing with 5. Zhang has gotten involved. He's got 3. But it's the defensive efforts that I think have worked over the last few minutes. Deflections and stops underneath the basket. Outside of a Popovic score, Liman's offense has looked a little bit out of sorts. At least they've missed some shots. Milivojevic. Milutinovic now. Now he'll take it to the rack. That is off the mark. Another good contest by Zhang. Laches going straight at Milivojevic, lays it up. Tough bucket, Francis Laches. An offensive foul called on Simeonovic. And Liman are coming apart a little bit. Some adversity for the hottest team in 3x3. Look at Laches taking it straight at the Gladiator. A 3-point game now. Inverse pick and roll for Zhang. Oh, that pass eventually gets to Yan Long. The crowd is getting into it. And another easy score for Popovic. He's been dependable in the last minute or so. Whoa, a difficult look. How? Switched hands in midair and manages to score. It is the Dusan Popovic show. I don't think I ever thought I'd say that. Whoa, no. Zhang in between 2 players for Liman. That won't go. Popovic is on the floor. Pick and roll action. Milivojevic steps back on Zhang. Touch on the mid-range. And Milutinovic with a takeaway. A foul now on DeQing. They want to stop the clock. Zhang, some trouble finding enough oxygen. He'll take a seat in a crucial phase of the game. Under 2 minutes to go. Popovic cannot go anymore. Is breathing hard. He'll sit down holding his right knee. His team has a 4-point lead, although referee Donald Quinn is going to take a look at something. Liman, who took a large lead early, have managed a couple scores here, but almost lost control of the game. DeQing stormed back. It is a close contest. Milivojevic off the screen, kicks it. Simejunovic back to Milivojevic. A big 2-ball for the Gladiator. It's missed. Guim's open. He pulls the trigger. That is good. DeQing are finding ways. It is difficult against this physical defense, but they're finding ways. A quick transition play to Guim Exposito. And the Spaniard knocks in the 2-piece. And I believe a technical foul has been assessed to Liman. And Zhang is now on the stripe for one more. Ooh, this is saucy. Yan Long knocks it in. 1:39 on the clock in a 1-point game. Highly entertaining contest here with the fans getting involved to support the Chinese squad. Guim shaking his head after committing that foul. Simejunovic to Milivojevic. A 2-on-1, but it's poked away by Zhang. Milivojevic saves it. 3 on the shot clock. A deep 2-ball for the Gladiator. And another stop for DeQing is what it ends up. A miss from Milivojevic. DeQing could tie or take the lead with a score here. Referee Brigitte trying to put the two big fellas at ease there. They were fighting for position. A timeout on the floor. And a very, very entertaining game here. Liman still holding on to that 1-point lead, but they have been stifled on the last few possessions. DeQing has found ways to get scores going. They will get possession here. And they can put a lot of pressure on Liman with a score. This is what it looks like. Andrea Milutinovic with no points. He's on the bench. Last week's MVP not having a great offensive game when it comes to scoring the rock. Guo almost loses it. 4 on the shot clock. Runs into a 2. Simejunovic is on the floor. Simejunovic is on the floor. DeQing will get a score and then play stops. Georgia looked like he got hit, but the score will count, I believe. I'm not sure what the referees will do with this. Runs right into Zhang there. Couldn't see much more. And DeQing take advantage. So it's a tied game now. Wow. It didn't look like it was going to be that. 13-5 to 17-17. You can see DeQing is coming back. They got the momentum now. Going into the last 60 ticks. And Milutinovic loses to Wilson. I think Liman is going to challenge this. Oh, they get the ball. Now DeQing wants to challenge it. So referee Donald Quinn and Brigitte Chabai-Koshkoto will head to the replay center here on the side of the court to determine who that is out on. I couldn't tell. It's hard to tell from this angle. Did Laches get a piece of it? Or is it Milivojevic with a miscue here? Possession is of the utmost concern. Under a minute to go in a tied game. Another barn burner here in the 4th quarter final from Chengdu. A meet-up in the semifinals on the line with the Skyliners. Referees are taking a clear look at this. You can see the angle. Challenge is lost. That means Liman will have possession here. The Gladiator will have the rock. A screen from Simeonovic. Pick and pop action to Sime truck. No. He traces down the ball, saves it inbounds. Now it's out of bounds. And I believe DeQing will get possession here. A chance to go up. They have the momentum. They know how to win close games. We know that. We saw them do it yesterday in overtime. Go in with a screen from Guo. Guo over Milutinovic. No. Sharp contest by the DRE. Milutinovic, big two ball, no way. Overshoots it, under 30. Exposito gets another screen. He'll try his hand at a two, no way. And Laches, well, he saves it somehow. Exposito, Milutinovic has it, he's fouled. Hot potato. No one had control of the Wilson for a while. Exposito tries to shovel it back to Guo. It's Milutinovic who grabs it and will head to the free throw line for potentially his first score of the game. They will take a look at things here, or at least discuss some stuff. Nothing's being changed, of course. Andrea here with a pair of free throws that could mean a semifinals trip for Liman. The crowd is making as much noise as they can. Milutinovic, the veteran. First one's down. And the second one is off the rim. DeQing have it. They need a bucket. Zhang to Laches. Down to Zhang, and he'll tie the game up. 5 ticks left. 3, 2, 1. No way. A travel call. DeQing will get one look at things. They're going to look at the clock. But a turnover on Liman at a crucial stage of the game. Simeonovic shuffled his feet. And DeQing, I think, will get a heave, a chance at a shot. Beautiful pick and roll play to get Zhang the rock and get the leading scorer in the tournament going. It is 18-18. How much time was left on the clock is the question. Guim is on the bench. Laches is the one that will take the shot. 1.8. Laches against Milutinovic. Tick, tick, boom. That is off the mark. And we'll go to bonus basketball.
All right, so we're going to do an overtime. 我们要进入到加时赛。加时赛的规则很简单。
So another overtime game. DeQing, they're familiar with those. They won one yesterday on a Zhang fireball. And they get another chance at it. They've shown more grit than Goku in this game. Fighting from behind, tying things up in the last 20 seconds. And they will get possession here. Zhang. 2's the name of the game. Whoever gets the 20 wins here. Zhang to Laches to Zhang. He's open. Another deep shot for Zhang Long. It's no good. And Milutinovic is on the floor. It's out of bounds. No call on the play. Milutinovic wanted a foul. He's not getting it. I think this will be DeQing ball yet again. Guo. They want to get it to Laches. Guo, he'll take one. Highly contested two. Simeonovic for Liman. They go with that patient approach again. George to Milutinovic. Sharper than the master sword is the DRE. Didn't score for much of the game. Comes through with the last 4 points for Liman. 3, I apologize. And Liman winning a nail biter. They hang on. The DRE gets a look, and he kills the hopes of DeQing. Can't forget about Dre. And a kiss for the crowd.
好，同时我们的比赛还有一场是来自谁是球王？球王论剑西南总决赛的决赛。
So Milutinovic ends the game with 20-19 on the scoreboard for Liman. And he has a salute, kissing those 3 fingers, representing gratitude and goodbye to a loved one is what I'm reading. Somebody's going to have to explain that salute to me. Anyway, Liman go into another top 4 here, and we'll see them face off with the Skyliners again in a rematch of the final at the opener. That all next, but next means a while from now. We got some stuff to take care of first, so we'll take a longer break, but enjoy the highlights first. All right, we've trimmed the field down from 8 to 4. And we know who our semifinalists will be here in Chengdu. 4 hopefuls left for that second Masters win of the year. As we take a look at the action today, Oop started us off with a decisive win over Toronto, then a Antwerp loss. Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy sneaking from behind and getting that one. Miami let it go in the last few minutes against the Skyliners. Liman almost did the same thing against DeQing, but Andrea Milutinovic, he picked up the slack and got them into the top 4. The semifinals will start at 7 o'clock local time, so 2 hours from now. We get a break. I expect you to be back with me, however. I see you at 7.